So in relation to KNR piracy, the traditional piracy area was in the Indian Ocean. And really between 2008 and 2012, that was the area in which we saw the majority of losses. And kidnaps in the region were typically long duration, high ransom demands, and very, very costly for the companies involved. But what happened between 2011 and 2012 is that the marine industry started to get its act together, and so did the United Nations, in patrolling the areas and also putting armed guards on board their vessels. And that brought the number of incidents down dramatically for the industry. So what happened really is that our focus shifted to two different areas. First of all, the Gulf of Guinea, and that happened really about 5 years ago. And the Gulf of Guinea is where we see the majority of our piracy losses currently. And the industry experts have told us that there's about a 50% increase in losses between 2016 and 2017, and so far in 2018 we've seen a similar number of losses to 2017. Most notably, only 2 weeks ago at the beginning of September, we saw a large loss on a Swiss flagged vessel where 12 members of the crew were taken and their whereabouts are currently unknown. The Sulu and Celebes Seas is a really interesting case because it's not a traditional shipping area. Most of the vessels that operate in the region are small fishing vessels, but it is an important through route between Australia and the majority of the major Asian ports. So there are a number of vessels that are operating in the area, but one of the complicating factors is that one of the threats to vessels in the region is the Abu Sayyaf group. Abu Sayyaf group is a terrorist organisation but has been very keen to take hostages as a method of gaining money off the shipping industry. The number of losses we see there are fairly small, but what the shipping industry and the insurance industry has done is develop specific products for the region. So it includes theft of fuel, theft of navigational property that they have on board, as well as obviously hostages that they may take in the region. And we've seen about 4 or 5 losses there every year, but we expect that the region will grow in terms of the number of losses over the coming years. What we've actually seen is a number of our clients have taken out policies specifically for the Sulu and Celebes Seas, even if they have losses in the Indian Ocean or exposure in the Indian Ocean, because they feel that the number of losses in the Sulu and Celebes Seas will increase over the coming years, whereas their Indian Ocean exposure is fairly well dealt with.